another MTG Casual Commander.
Everybody, this is Alex with MTG Casual Commander, here to open a Innistrad Remastered Collector Booster for Don Father Games. We're gonna get her. We're gonna get her. I probably don't necessarily need this, but we're gonna do it because it's here. Yeah, see, we're just gonna get your finger in there, you know, guys. Just get your finger in there and just work it around. Yeah, that's exactly what she said. All right, let's see here. Let's crack. Sorry if my hands are beat up, guys. I work with them, and I did not have time to moisturize today. I'm lying. I don't moisturize anyways. I make it sound like I moisturize. I don't. I only do it when my hands are about to crack. All right, let's see here. Yeah, fucking my nails are all beat up from work. Like most of the time I have to keep them cut because, yeah. All right, we're gonna find out if the rares are in the back or the front. I'm not gonna know for sure on this first pack, guys. So we're gonna figure it out together. But here we go. Yep, they are at the front. I will have to adjust and I will have to flip it around. But now we know. Now we know, guys. It is Conjurer's Closet. Look at that. Not gonna lie, I do like me a Conjurer's Closet. It is a pretty good card. Artifact. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. So basically, Blink. You got a lot of ETB cards. This is perfect with it. Get a lot of value. Metallic Mimic. I do not have this card. It is an artifact creature shapeshifter. As this creature enters, choose a creature type. This creature is the chosen type in addition to its other types. Each other creature you control of the chosen type enters the battlefield with the additional +1/+1 counter on it. So I guess this is good for, how do we can't say tribal anymore. What's it? Kindred. It's for Kindred decks. Basically, you know, like a rat deck or a vampire deck. Or in my case, you know, like a merfolk deck. I do like me some Kindred. Tireless Tracker. Creature, human scout, landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, investigate. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So when you get investigate, you get a clue. You can sack the clue for 2 and draw a card. And apparently with this, not only do you draw a card, but you put a +1/+1 counter on stuff. Dreamroot Cascade. Look at that shine. It is a land. This land enters tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands, and it taps for a blue and a green. Ooh, that's a pretty cool card. Look at that. Seize the Storm. Archghoul of Thraben. Thraben Inspector. You know the guy who plays My Name is Earl? He's got a son named Pilot Inspector. I'm not making that up. Look it up. Google it. Google will tell you. Ooh, what's the other side? Fancy. You know, I'm just happy that these cards aren't curled like they normally are when they're foil. You all know what I'm talking about. You go and you spend money on these packs, you open them, and then they're curled, and you're like, awesome. I'm glad I spent money on this.
I think they've been doing a better job about making that not happen.
I mean, they should with how much money they're asking you to pay. All right, it's in the front. Whoa, da-da-da-da-da-da. Ready. Ooh, fancy. Double-sided. Arlen, embraced by the moon. Here we go. Hunt Master of the Fells. Not gonna lie, I thought it was Falls, but it definitely says Fells. I do know how to read. Creature, human werewolf. And whenever this creature enters or transforms into Huntmaster of the Fells, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token, and you gain 2 life. And at the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast this turn, transform this creature into Ravager of the Fells. Is it me, or does it? Do you all feel like it should say Falls?
I think it should be right.
No, I know it says Fells, but I feel like it's supposed to say Fells or Falls. Snapcaster Mage. Look at that. It kind of looks like the dude off of what's the one with the glasses guy? Jimmy. You all know what I'm talking about. You all know exactly. His name's Jimmy. And
Jimmy with glasses?
no, the other dude's got glasses. Jimmy doesn't have glasses. I know the other guy's name, Josh Lee Kwai. I just can't remember the other guy's.
Wong.
Jimmy Wong, yeah.
There you
That's
go.
see, that looks like Jimmy Wong. Flash, when this creature enters, target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. See, now this would be good to have with that Conjurer's Closet. You'd be blinking this back and forth. Yeah, I like that. Another Conjurer's Closet. As I'm speaking, I did not know, guys. I swear I did not know there was a Conjurer's Closet behind it. But it is fitting. Spell Queller.
Yeah.
Creature Spirit, Flash Flying. When this creature enters, exile target spell with mana value 4 or less. When this creature leaves the battlefield, the exile card's owner may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Delayed Satisfaction is what that looks like. And what do we got? What do we got? Ooh, would have been cool if it was shiny. Hamlet Captain. Ooh, look at that. Schwamp. Getting swampy up in here. Ooh, that looks, not gonna lie, that wolf looks juicy. Like off the Mummy, like juicy. Juicy. Yeah, it looks like it'd smell, if I'm being honest. Like it would have a rank smell to it. Do you ever wonder if you ever met some of this stuff like in real life, what this stuff would smell like, or is that just me?
The primordials from Ether Drift.
You think? Yeah, see, I'm not the only one. You're like, wonder what that would smell like. I'm weird. It's all good.
If they don't smell like strawberry shortcake.
That is such a weird thing to think that they smell like. Out of all the things you could have picked.
Probably oil and tears.
Yeah. I'm thinking like a metallic like blood smell. Jace, Unraveler of Secrets. Oh, Jace. Galvanic Iteration. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy, and that's flashback for 1 blue and a red. Better potent than predictable. Dun dun dun. Oh, I got an Emrakul and some weird.
In the poster art.
Yeah, is that what that is? The Promised End. Flying, trample, protection from instants. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each card type among cards in your graveyard. When you cast this card, you gain control of target opponent during that player's next turn. After that turn, that player takes an extra turn. As a legendary creature, Eldrazi. Not gonna lie, guys. I'm not big on Eldrazi. This is a cool card. Don't get me wrong, cool card. I think Eldrazi's are for a-holes. I mean, if you want to play with them, I'm not telling anybody not to play with cards. Everyone can play with whatever cards they want to play. Just know that if I play you and you're playing Eldrazi, I'm gonna be so salty. I'm gonna be a salt and vinegar fucking chip if you play Eldrazi. Like, I'm gonna be so salty. Another oh my god, I can't get away from Conjurer's Closet. Holy crud. Stormcarved Coast. Land enters tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. Duskwatch Recruiter. I think those are it for the rares, guys. Let's see. Shiny, shiny. Shiny, shiny. Ooh. Edgar's Awakening. Ooh. Colored Wings. Let's see. Yeah, that's...
The Eldrazi are the new slippers.
Is that what it is? Oh.
Since they came out, I haven't been too worried about slivers decks ever since.
Whoop, 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 whoop. I try not to sweat on it. All right, Bedlam Reveler. Creature Devil Horror. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. Prowess. When this creature enters, discard your hand, draw 3 cards. Nice.
That's cool, too.
He does look cool. Ooh, a Cultivator Colossus in the Old Border. It is creature, plant, beast, trample. Cultivator Colossus power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. When this creature enters, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. If you do, draw a card, repeat the process. This is in my Gitrog Thalia monster deck, or Thalia, and it is wonderful. Heartless Summoning. It is an enchantment. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Creatures you control get -1/-1. This would be great in my sacrifice deck. Cryptolith Rite. Enchantment. Creatures you control have tap, add 1 mana. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of liking the rares out of this one. At least they're cards that I would use. I have a Young Wolf, and it has Undying. Dun dun dun. Village Messenger, let's see what we got. Moonrise Intruder. Ooh, I like me a Subjugator Angel. I like to subjugate people. Demonic Taskmaster. Alright. Another Subjugator Angel, but this one's shiny. It of the Horrid Swarm. Crawl from the cellar. Oh, so far so good. I feel like the Emrakul. I don't know what the Emrakul is worth, but it's got to be worth something, right? That's got to be something good. And all the Conjurer Closets. Those got to be like what, like $5? See, there you go. We got already a bunch of those. Captivating Vampire and the fancy foil with the old school art. Other vampire creatures you control get +1/+1. Tap 5 untapped vampires you control. Gain control of target creature. It becomes a vampire in addition to its other types. Nice. West Vale Abbey. You can tap and add a colorless. Pay 5 tap. Pay 1 life. Create a 1/1 white and black creature, human cleric. And you can create 5 and you pay 5, tap it, sacrifice 5 creatures, and you transform it into Ormondal Profane Prince. Dun dun dun. Flying, lifelink, indestructible, and haste. With Grizzlebrand gone, the Skursdag eagerly awaited another demon to claim their devotion. Ormondal did not make them wait long. Dun dun dun. Mausoleum Wanderer. It is a creature spirit flying. Whenever another spirit you control enters, this creature is +1/+1 until end of turn. Sacrifice this creature. Counter target instant or sorcery spell. Unless its controller plays X, where X is this creature's power. Restoration Angel. Ooh, I like me this card. It is a creature angel, flash, flying. When this creature enters, you may exile target non-angel creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. Another little blinky. Ambitious Farmhand. And Seasoned Cathar. Thermo Alchemist. I hear this is a pretty good card. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's not a bad card. This is actually really good, and that new Niv Mizzet deck. I would actually very much like that card. Lupin. Alright. Looks like Harvest Hand, Bramble Worm, Bard Hostility, and Wretched Throng. Not gonna lie, for a second, guys, I read that as Wretched Thong, and immediately I thought of thong, 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 thong.
They all are wretched already.
The thongs? I say you just go commando. Just freeball it. That's what I say. Who needs undies? Alright, Blood Token and a clue. Here we go, an old bordered Edgar Markov shiny. It is a legendary creature, vampire knight, eminence, which I think is a way broken mechanic. But anyways, whenever you cast another vampire spell, if Edgar Markov is in the command zone or in the battlefield, create a 1/1 black vampire creature token. First strike, haste. Whenever Edgar Markov attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. Like, the fact that you don't even have to cast your commander and he just does stuff is so broken. Avacyn, Angel of Hope. Legendary creature, Angel. Flying, vigilance, indestructible. Other permanents you control have indestructible. A golden helix streaked skyward from the Hellvault, or Hellvault. A thunderous explosion shattered the silver monolith, and Avacyn emerged, free from her prison at last. Dun dun dun! Bedlam Reveler. It is the same Devil Horror we saw, but except for this one's not shiny. The shiny one was cooler. Tree of Perdition. A creature plant, defender, and you can tap and exchange target opponent's life total with this creature's toughness. How mean is that? Mean and probably funny. At least, maybe. I mean, it's funny until it happens to you, right? Isn't that the whole thing? Like, Niblis of the Urn. Niblets. I immediately think of, like, chicken niblets. It's just where my mind goes. It's probably also because I haven't eaten. So, nobody needs to know that, though. I probably could just keep that to myself. That was a pretty good pack, eh, guys? Like, that was a pretty good pack.
Oh my god, that
We've gotten some goodies here.
Collector boxes.
It's like we've gotten some goodies here. Renin 7. No. It's the emblem. It's the emblem. Another fancy shiny heartless summoner. Cathar's Crusade enchantment. Whenever a creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. I love popping off with this card. Not gonna lie. Avacyn's holy warriors kept hope alive in her darkest hours. Now they will carry that hope across Innistrad. Loki, get down. Yeah. Restoration Angel. Oh, this is a fancy looking Restoration Angel. I haven't seen this art yet. Would have been cooler if it was shiny, but it is. Olivia Valderin.
Is she in the cake?
No. Is she just a legendary? Immediately, she in a cake? No, she's flying. She has flying, pay 1 and a red. Olivia Valderin deals 1 damage to another target creature. That creature becomes a vampire in addition to its other types. Put a +1/+1 counter on Olivia Valderin. Pay 3, 2 black. Gain control of target vampire for as long as you control Olivia Valderin. Ooh, Crusader of Aldrich. Alright. Gather the townsfolk. That one wasn't bad. It's like, that wasn't a bad pack either. So far, I'll be honest with you, I don't think we've opened a lot of bad packs in this so far. There's the bottom half of something. Hey, Midnight Scavengers. I opened a Graph Rats earlier with the Not Collector booster. So now we get to see what the bottom does. They should really put those cards together. That'd be really cool if they. That'd be cool if those cards came together in a pack, you know. Oh, see, here we go. Let's see what she looks like. All right, there it is, guys. That's the Chittering Host. It is a creature, Eldrazi Horror, Haste, Menace. When this creature enters, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain Menace until end of turn. That'd be good for one big swing if you're coming in and about to squish face. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Let's see. Vampire. Whoop. Vampire. Oh, just both vampires. All right. Vanquish the Horde. Sorcery. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield. Destroy all creatures. Ooh. This is a pack card. That is definitely a pack card. Huntmaster of the Fells. Another Huntmaster of the Fells, but this is in the showcase. I wish it would have been shiny. I wish it would have been shiny. That would have been so cool in the showcase. Eldritch Evolution. Ooh, that's a good card. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less, where X is 2 plus the sacrifice creature's mana value. Put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Exile. Eldritch Evolution. Yeah, I do. I like me that card. Gisa and Gerolf. Legendary creature, human wizard. When Gisa and Gerolf enters, mill 4 cards. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a zombie creature card from your graveyard. I like that. Think twice. Ooh, fancy. And join the dance. Then Epicure. Ooh, we got a plains. Oh, I love me a Somberwald Sage. I do. I know it's just a uncommon, but I do love me that card. Especially if you got a commander that costs a lot. She is nice. I believe she's a she. I think it looks like a she. I'm sorry if she's not a she. They look cool. So we'll keep it PC. They look cool because I'm unsure. Elemental. Memory Deluge. Every time I see this card, I think of Tom because he's the only one I ever see consistently cast this. Look at the top X cards of your library. X is the amount of mana spent to cast this spell. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in random order, and has flashback for 5 and 2 blue. Ooh, Olivia Valderin. This is fancy. Olivia Valderin. She's in the cake. Is this what you were talking? She's all right. I can't unsee it. She's in the cake, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the art on this. This is very cool. But this is the same one we opened before. The pay 1 and a red, and she deals 1 damage to target creature. It becomes a vampire in addition to its other types, and I put a +1/+1 counter on her. All right. And then Audric Lunark Marshall. Legendary creature, human soldier. At the beginning of each combat, creatures you control gain first strike until end of turn. If a creature you control has first strike, the same is true for flying, death touch, double strike, haste, hexproof, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, skulk, trample, and vigilance. Tyler has a deck like that is this commander, and it is very good. Valdarin Bloodcaster, creature, vampire, wizard, flying. Whenever this creature or another non-token creature you control dies, create a blood token. Whenever you create a blood token, if you control 5 or more blood tokens, you transform this creature into Bloodbat Summoner. It is a vampire wizard, it has flying, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, up to 1 target blood token you control becomes a 2/2 black bat creature token with flying and haste in addition to its other types. Humans throw rice and release doves at their weddings? How quaint. Oh, she's smug, isn't she? She's smug. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. Borrowed hostility. I don't ever need to borrow hostility. I just have enough inside my tiny body. I'm always hostile. It is perpetually oozing from me. I think it's because I'm short and I got that little man syndrome. All right, down to the last 3. See what we got. So far, guys, this booster has been pretty good, not gonna lie. Demon flying with human cleric. All right, and we have a hermit druid in the fancy art. You pay a greed and tap and reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a basic land card. Put that card into your hand, and all other cards revealed this way into your graveyard. It is a creature, human druid, and it's shiny. Not only is it that cool art, but it's shiny. Not gonna lie, that is a badass card. Balefire Dragon, creature dragon, flying. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, it deals that much damage to each creature that player controls, which essentially is like board wiping someone, which is also mean and very funny. Zealous Conscripts, creature, human warrior, haste. When this creature enters, gain control of target permanent until end of turn. Untap that permanent and gains haste until end of turn. I don't like stealing, correction, I don't like people stealing my stuff. So I wouldn't like this if someone played it against me, but I would play it. Grave Crawler, creature zombie. This creature can't block. You may cast this card from your graveyard for as long as you control a zombie. Slayer of the Wicked. So far, I am pleased with this booster, and not only that, but I am also pleased that this Innistrad set seems to be way better than the last Innistrad set that came out, because the last Innistrad set that came out was booty. And you may disagree with me. Tell me in the comments, but I think it was booty. All right, last 2 guys. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see what we got. Chandra just to kill. Human. And here we go. The Gitrog monster in the fancy art. Death Touch, legendary creature, frog horror. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice the Gitrog monster unless you sacrifice a land. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever 1 or more land cards are put into the graveyard from anywhere, draw a card. This is in my Gitrog and Thalia deck, and it is gorgeous. Archangel Avacyn. Legendary creature, flash, flying, vigilance. When Archangel Avacyn enters, creatures you control gain indestructible end of turn. When a non-angel creature you control dies, transform Archangel Avacyn at the beginning of your next upkeep to Avacyn the Purifier. Flying, when this creature transforms into Avacyn the Purifier, it deals 3 damage to each other creature and each opponent. I like that. Spell Queller, which we've already seen, and it's not shiny, which is a shame. Bloodhall Priest. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, if you have no cards in hand, this creature deals 2 damage to any target, and it has madness for 1, a black and a red. Ooh. Yeah, I like that one too. That was a good one. So far, I don't think I've gotten a dud pack, which is pretty hard to do, honestly, even for a collector booster. Usually you get a couple dud packs. You just, that's just the game, you know. That's just how she goes. All right, guys. Last pack, no more. Let's see if this one lives up to the last couple we did. Sigarda, Host of Herons. Legendary creature angel. She has flying, hexproof spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause you to sacrifice permanent. Great devotion yields great reward. Mass Hysteria. Ooh, I like that. It has an enchantment, and all creatures have haste. Ooh, that gets a game going, doesn't it? Gavany was their stage, and the moon their spotlight. Ooh, I like the art on this. Hullbreaker Horror. Wish it was shiny, though. Mayor of Avabruck. It is a creature, human advisor, werewolf. Other human creatures you control get +1/+1. At the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast this turn, you transform this creature to Howlpack Alpha. Each other creature you control that's a werewolf or a wolf gets +1/+1. At the beginning of your end step, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. At the beginning of each upkeep, which I like, if a player casts 2 or more spells this turn, transform. I like something that happens on other people's upkeeps. And then, ooh, Scarecrow. And then I think that's it. I mean, it wasn't a bad pack, but it definitely didn't live up to the ones before. I should have opened this pack first, I feel. And then there was nowhere to go but up, you know?
I don't know, that whole break horror is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. It is
Still no
gorgeous.
cereal?
No cereal.
I don't know. I got some weird, funky art ones. I got a bunch of funky art ones. I don't know. All right, guys. That was the Innistrad Remastered Collector Booster. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment. You tell me if you thought the Midnight Hunt was a booty set. I did. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you liked it. Maybe you can convince me it's not booty. You're not going to. It was booty. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.